Greetings, misfits. I'm your host, Laura Goodin, and I have recently been appointed to the position of Grand Vizier to the Red Queen in replacement of the previous incumbent who has left the office to, as he puts it, spend more time with his family. I'm hoping you will all agree with me and join with me in wishing him the kind of retirement that is a just and entirely accurate recompense for his service to the Royal House. It's a poignant night, I know. The joy of seeing an epic story come to completion, and the aching distress of knowing that this epic story has, well, come to its completion. But all is not lost, misfits. I'll explain. Many people have postulated a strong statistical correlation between unusual mental powers and an obsession with reading. For example, Diane Duane, in her research work on wizardry, So You Want to Be a Wizard, 1983, which if you haven't read, I highly recommend, found that both the aptitude for and decision to become a wizard are strongly linked with the desperate need to read at bedtime. And need I remind you that Hermione Granger, one of the most powerful and intelligent witches the wizarding world has seen to date, is an inveterate bookworm. Of course, we have no conclusive evidence of talents such as those fostered at Overnewton. And in fact, those talents might not actually be entirely suitable to the before times. For example, far-seeking. In a densely populated city, all that interaction could send you mad. And imagine all the conflicting coercive commands. Anyone sensitive to coercion would be completely immobilized. And beast speaking is all well and good in an agrarian, semi-feudal economy. But can you imagine horses piling into an elevator to attend a business meeting? Now, if I were to speculate on some talents that would be really, really useful, I might propose commenters. People who can always think of exactly the right thing to post on an obnoxious Facebook or Twitter convo to shut that dropkick down. Or maybe surfers, people who instantly and uncannily know the best show to stream at any given time for any given purpose or reason or person. Or perhaps reanimators, those who can use the power of their minds to recharge phones and computer batteries and top up Mikey and Opal cards and e-tags. All speculation aside, actually, my point is that the Overnewton Chronicles are not over. You are the misfits, and you continue to write their story with every choice you make, every adventure you undertake, and every talent in yourself that you cherish and train. And before you protest that you have no talents, let me remind you that of course you do, because reading, the insatiable yearning for story and magic and adventure that expresses itself in a to-be-read pile that rivals Everest, marks you out as a woman or man of destiny. Like Elspeth, you have a task: to save the world. You will never know the end effects of reading a novel to an older person in an aged care facility, or reading Where the Wild Things Are to your nephew for the 18 millionth time. You may never hear how you changed the life of a stranger you spoke kindly to, or the coworker you closed for so she could go home to be with her kids, or the student who finally understood how to use a semicolon because of you. Maybe you'll make a donation to one of the charities tonight and immediately forget about it because you think it's too small to make a difference. But I assure you, these are world-changing acts. Every day presents every one of us with a myriad of opportunities to advance the progress of our world-saving destiny. And we can't afford to miss a single one. Everything depends on it. So Misfits, I urge you, take the inspiration you've received from these remarkable books, this remarkable story, and spend each day seeking for opportunities to build Ober-Newton here in the before times. Train hard, physically and mentally, in your schools and your workplaces and your dojos and gyms. And yes, I mean that literally. Minds work best when they work in healthy and strong bodies. And besides, you never know when your destiny may require a bit of physical exertion. Running from wolves, climbing the cliffs of insanity, scuba diving to view ancient artifacts in submerged cities. You can't do those things after a lifetime on the couch. Never pass up the chance to do or say something kind and encouraging. Always keep your vision in mind. A world where all people, regardless of how weird they are deeply valued. Misfits, you are Ober-Newton. The story continues with you. I'd like to take a moment to thank my escorts, who are the Red Queen's Minions Dyad. They're a dynamic belly dance duo, Liz and Andrea. They dance with Belly Dance Central in Perth, and tonight they're adapting when they perform a choreography by their teacher, Shahina. Now, I have just got all the pages out of order. Misfits. Every writer yearns for a good editor. And the great Isabel Carmody is no different. She's intensely grateful that she found one. Our first guest tonight was there at the beginning, helping the Ober-Newton Chronicles in their first birth throes. She was the assistant editor on Ober-Newton and has continued to help Isabel bring new works into the world, including at least one prize-winning novel so far. She's enthusiastic, adventurous, genuine, and highly talented. Misfits, please welcome, formerly of Penguin and now of Allen and Unwin, Erica Wagner. What a victory this is for Isabel, who inspires all of us, and what a fantastic sight it is to see all of you here. This is the ecosystem of our industry. You're the readers, we have the maker here, we have lots of makers here, and hooray for all of you. Hooray! Okay, so my job is to tell you about the mask display, which is over in that far corner, and it's a preview of some incredibly beautiful work. And I need to have my readers come over who can see, because I can't see, to tell you who has created these masks.
My apologies ahead of time if I mispronounce any of these names. We have masks from the likes of Matt Otley, Sean Tam, Bruce Watley, Anne Spathillis, Anne James, Tina Carmody, Kat Sparks, Mark McBride, Craig Smith, Anna Walker, Lucia Machillo, Kevin Bergmeister, Alison Lester, James Foley, Nick Lance, Coral Tulloch, Ken Searle, Kathy Larson, Izzy Tibondabak, Peter Canavas, and Phoebe Robinson.
Thank you. So tonight, you're very, very lucky to have a preview of these beautiful masks. The plan is that in February they will be properly launched You'll have a chance to bid for them. There will be a website, and I believe they're going to tour the countryside, and everyone will have a chance to acquire one of those magnificent masks. And in aid of Elspeth's two quests, in the Over Newton Chronicles, Elspeth is about the world and humans, but she's also about the world and animals. And so two charities have been chosen to receive your funds for these beautiful masks. And the first is Children in Crisis, and this is run by IBI, the International Board of Books for Young People, and they believe that books can change the world. Don't we believe that books can change the world? So, if you donate and you buy one of these beautiful masks and you bid for them, you'll help to bring books to children in crisis. And the other amazing charity is the Moon Bear Sanctuary, and that is a place that Isabel has actually visited. She's seen those bears in those cages, she's seen them being rehabilitated. And out of all the charities that look after animals, this is the one that she's chosen. And as a symbol of what she's achieved with her amazing writing, I think it's really, really appropriate. Now I'm going to move away because we've got some incredible dancers here and they're going to dance for you now.